Look, I'm gonna be honest right off the bat. This may sound harsh, but it is the reality. Most of the shit happening in your life, yes, it has something to do with you. I don't want reasons or excuses except that your sadness is because of you. Your stress is because of you. Your anxiety is because of you. These feelings on the surface doesn't exist. Your mind makes them up. I get that some things are because of environmental factors, but putting all the blame on the environment is just shitty. It's like playing the victim card. Your girlfriend dumped you, well, congratulations dude, she didn't find you interesting enough. That's on you. You can't blame that on other factors. She didn't find you worth her time. So go fucking take revenge by making yourself better. You know, everything that's happening to us, it has some underlying meaning. It is trying to teach you something that you just aren't getting. Something similar happened to me a few months ago. I deviated from my goals, and by the time I realized this, my mental health was already fucked. Now, this is just a small part of the problem, but it was one of the major factors. I pushed, I solved problems. I went through the solving manifestation phase for like 3 months. Each time I solved something, I would be like, finally my mental health is alright. But what do you know? The other day another problem rises. But you know, I'm actually thankful that I went through that stuff, because if I did not, then I wouldn't have realized shit, and I wouldn't be where I am right now. I wouldn't be confident enough to record this video. Hell, there would have been a lot of things that would have been different. It was not pain I was going through. No. It was lessons that I was learning. I didn't put shit on some environmental factor. I have a very good example. I found out that the best relation I have with someone is in danger, and I'm telling you, there's no reason for it. It just is in danger. And for me, who values friendships a lot, is a big thing. Rather than being like, oh, I'm gonna fuck this up, or just overthinking or being anxious, I took steps that, like, I know that the whole thing has nothing to do with the other person or me. It was not something that was bound to happen. It was just a might. But I still took responsibility because the friendship was in danger. Rather than putting it on environmental factors and remaining shitty, I used that energy. I took responsibility upon myself to make myself better. What is some reality you needed to face and was running away from? The reality was to focus on myself. If people are bound to stay, then they will. And by no means was the other person bad or something, or toxic or anything like that. Actually, they are the best thing that happened to me. But the reality is that things can turn out the bad way. Now, currently, while recording this, my relation with that person is extremely good. If I would have taken another step or some other decision, like I wouldn't be like, oh no, fuck it, and fight over it and just be stressed and just fucking be shitty, then I guarantee you the result wouldn't have been the same. I had to take that responsibility. I had to go through that stress/anxious phase because I needed to know some stuff. And the environment tries to teach you stuff, but you constantly ignore it. And as much as you ignore it, the reality becomes more harsh. It's just like a toxic relationship. If you are in a toxic relationship, then the more time you put into that relationship, it becomes harder. But the sooner you get away from it and get away from the bad company, the better. Taking responsibility upon yourself is really valuable and powerful. It could literally put you out of your comfort zone and make you to improve. But as human beings, we run away from it. Nah, dude. Use it. God doesn't burden a soul for more than it can bear. Now, a hard reality and philosophical slap for you is stress, anxiety. All of these things are things that you give to yourself. It's just your mind making up stuff. It's not the reality. The environment or the nature doesn't give you that. It doesn't exist. It's all in your mind. So you have to. That doesn't mean that it's not some reality. Yes, stress is an issue, and yes, anxiety is something. But rather than putting it on some environmental factors, you have to deal with it yourself, because your mind is the one making it up. So your mind has to be the one who destroys it. You can break diamond with only a diamond. You can't break that with a wood. And by wood, I mean some environmental person or shit. They can only help you to elevate. They can't help you to get out of a situation. They can just inspire you stuff or tell you about some stuff. But you are the one who is responsible for all of the things. Try to understand what I'm trying to say next. Nature will make it come to you, but environmental is what you create for yourself. The law of the nature is your greatness, and it keeps making you suffer to make you come on the right path for you. When you're anxious, it's your nature/yourself telling you that you need to do stuff. Your environment is what you create, and your environment is according to your thoughts. Bad thoughts is equals to bad stuff, which is against nature, and it will give you pain to teach you. On the other hand, good thought is equals to good stuff, and nature will reward you for it. Now that you've gotten this through your head, and hopefully you have gotten this because if not, then bro, just rewatch the video and just think about it for a second. Don't let your emotions take control. I have another video coming out, so just subscribe and click the notifications. Oh my god, this probably sound like such a fucking setup. Anyways, so now it's time for us to actually deal with it. You have to first keep your ego on the side, because ego compels you to be ignorant and arrogant. So you have to put that on the side and not use emotions. What you need to do is use your head, use your rationality. You have to put your ego on the side and not blame the fucking world or the environmental factors. Just think for us, just sit there. If you've encountered a failure, just sit there for a second and think what you did wrong, because I guarantee you, anything happening to you, I don't care how bad it is, anything happening to you, it has something to do with you. If you're feeling sad for a reason, then there's something missing that you need to do. There's something that the nature is trying to teach you for you to improve. Yes, it might be that 90% of the problem is someone else's fault, but that 10% is the sole thing that's making you sad or whatever you're feeling. The nature was trying to teach you a lesson, and as soon as that lesson has been taught, the thing will disappear. Of course, it will take some time, because most of the time, it also happened to me, by the way, that you would think that, oh, I solved the problem and this was the ultimate solution, but then you realize, oh shit, there is another problem and I didn't actually solve it. Be comfortable at taking failures, because things will keep on happening. It's a process of build and break, build and break. My recommendation is to feel calm and peaceful at those times, because your mind, your rationality can take care of anything you want. If you really want it, then it will happen. Do not hate problems, look at them as opportunities and be fascinated by them. This will be it for this video, and I hope you didn't waste your time watching this and you actually implement all of these things. And I guarantee you that all of these things work, because I've applied this to myself and I've told my friends about it, and all of these things, or all the things that I tell you about self-improvement and stuff, they actually work. Take care of yourself, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. If you want to see more self-improvement or you want to get better, then I recommend you to watch my videos. See you next time. Bye.